if you were to ask a Belgian man who is chopping off the hands of an African man, why is he chopping off his hands? He will say to you, I'm chopping off this man's hands because he did not fill the bucket with a rubber sap. That is the reason. This man was given a bucket and told that he must go, in order to go to the forest and collect the sap. And he was given the time that he must be back at this time. And those who came back on time, they were given wages. But this particular one whose hands are being chopped off, the reason is that he did not fill this bucket. The same way that if you ask an employer today, why are you paying this worker less? Why are you paying a security guard less? Why are you paying this driver less? Why are you paying this cleaner less? He will tell you it's because he is not educated. You see, there is a cutting of hands because someone did not fill the bucket, and there is paying the salary less because someone is not educated while they are all doing the job. If you were to go to Congo and find a Belgian cutting off the hands of an African child and ask, why are you chopping this hand? How cruel? Why are you so cruel? He will say, no, I'm cutting. He feel entitled because this child came back late. The sap, the bucket was full, but she came back late, and as a punishment, she has the hands chopped off so that she may be an example to others not to come back late with their sap. The same way that if you were to ask an employer today, why are you paying this worker less? He will tell you it's because this worker is not a scientist. Why are you paying the scientist, the cleaner less than a scientist? Is because the cleaner is not educated and is not a scientist. Why are you paying a doctor more than a nurse? Is because the nurse is not educated as a doctor. Why are you paying a driver less? Because a driver is not as educated as the CEO. That is not different from a Belgian who is chopping off the hands of an African child because she did not come back with the sap on time. So these are the paying worker less is no different from chopping off the workers' hands off, because with the less salary you are unable to maintain yourself the same way that if your hands are chopped off you cannot no longer be able to look after yourself. That is why we must fight to end this system which pays workers less than others after they've done the work. The same way that we fight against the system that allow employers to chop off the hands of workers for any reason.